we turn the sound up downstairs, should be a little better. Downstairs should be a little better. Well, it could be worse to be at the beach when you're kids, right? Now, this is called the Landmark Cruise for a lot of good reasons, not least of which is landmarks. Statue of Liberty, Colgate Clock, but here comes my favorite. We're headed for the Brooklyn Bridge. Of all the things you see on the cruise, all these world famous landmarks, this might be the bridge coming up as the most impressive thing you're going to see. You say, well, now, how could that be? This is a fine-looking bridge for sure. But what's so special about it? It just seems to fit in. Yeah, it does now, and you could easily fall into a trap. Believe the Brooklyn Bridge was built to fit the scale of this most heroic of cities. But you know what? You have it backwards. It is the other way around. The city was built to fit the scale of this most heroic of bridges. When I start working the Brooklyn Bridge in 1869, there was nothing around here more than 4 stories high. In that year, you could, if you wanted to, take a train from New York to San Francisco, 2,610 miles across an entire continent. You could not take a train from one side of this so-called East River to the other. Not even a mile. But there were no bridges, and the experts are pretty certain that such a bridge was not even possible. Well, the experts are gone, the bridge is still here. It's been here for 142 years, it'll be here a lot longer. Engineers have inspected the Brooklyn Bridge. Tapped it, x-rayed it, sent divers down to the bottom, checked the piping, and have announced that they're going to take. The bridge will last another century, and then, doesn't take another look at it. The bridge, which when complete was the greatest piece of engineering since the pyramids, may last nearly as long enough for you to take a walk across. I said walk. The bridge was built for pedestrians, horses, carriages, probably when he built the bridge and never seen an automobile. Nothing. It's free, they don't close it. Someday, one day, maybe a drier day, take a walk across the Brooklyn Bridge. Waterfront left side, very quiet nowadays, been quiet for a long time. But in the days of the tall ships, the coastal schooners and the Liverpool, Preston, and Yankee clippers, sailors around the world knew the waterfront left side as the feeder ships, and why not? On a busiest single day, just one day in 1836 along this waterfront, as far of rivers the eye could see, no bridges, not yet, instead, 921 vessels in port all at once. Some had arrived the night before with a wealth of the Indies on board, some lay ready to sail in the evening tide with food to feed the hungry of the world. The waterfront, this one rushed around the clock, skeleton everywhere, carousing night and day. I would be surprised if you didn't see it on the television. On the right side, something you don't expect to find on the Brooklyn waterfront, a merry-go-round, a carousel. That carousel spent most of its life up in Youngstown, Ohio, part of the amusement park. But when the park was being demolished to make way for what else? The shopping mall. The carousel, a piece of Americana would have gone with it. Local lady, an artist by the name of Shane Melendez, thought that would be a shame, intervened and arranged to have the carousel brought down here on the waterfront where you just saw it. What do we call it? We call it Shane's Carousel. What else? It's a fully operational carousel, merry-go-round. Every day of the week except Tuesday. You do get Tuesdays off. This East River, as you now know, is not a river, it's a tidal strait. and a pretty busy one commercially. Barges coming all directions. Dinner boats, sightseeing boats. What we don't get here in the East River anymore, battleships. Here comes our third and final bridge. This one is not like the others. Sounds like Sesame Street, doesn't it? One of these bridges is not like the others. Well, this one is not like the others. Can you remember how the Brooklyn Bridge was constructed? Or better yet, look at your pictures. Remember those stone towers of solid weight upon the earth, granite from the state of Maine? Okay, but now look at the towers on this Williamsburg Bridge, a delicate lacework of iron and steel. What came in the 20 years between the Brooklyn Bridge and this one? The answer for the engineers, the Eiffel Tower. A demonstration in Paris by a true genius, Gustave Eiffel. The possibilities inherent in the new technology.
The Queen's
Now, if you took this
They
bridge,
built
put it up one end and gave it
from the
floors
Eiffel
and walls
Tower
and ceilings, do you know what you have? Why, you would have a skyscraper. Bridges and skyscrapers are first cousins. Bridges came first. It's here, it is. Was not in the tower business. Yes, he's famous for the Eiffel Tower, but he was not in that business. He was in the bridge business.
Yeah, Gustave Eiffel.
So, indirectly, skyscrapers come to us from Paris.
Yeah, and you see
But
the
more
Eiffel
directly,
Tower
they come to us
style,
from
right?
Chicago, stateside, took the lead. But Chicago quickly took itself out of the running. In 1892, they imposed height limitations over their buildings they could afford to. Chicago has a lake on one side, some size. I know, I've seen it. But they can sprawl north and west and south. They've done it. I've seen it. Not here, Manhattan Island has to go straight up. Skyscrapers make little sense here. There's a building form not that old, little more than a century. Halfway through that century, half of all the tall buildings on the planet have made their way to this one little island of Manhattan. Most famous of skyscrapers, well, that is a no-brainer. And the answer hasn't changed. In 1948, it is. What else could it be? It must be the Empire State Building, and there it is to your left. Oh, very dramatic. Look at that. The morning mast up in the clouds like Jack's beanstalk. Get that picture. 94 years old for 42 of those years. The tallest thing humans have ever built. Observation platform up in the clouds, made famous by King Kong. Last elevator goes up at 11 p.m. It's open midnight. Last elevator 11 p.m. You got plenty of time. Hopefully the day will improve for you. We, on the other hand, are running out of time on this first leg of our journey. It's time for us to turn. It's time for us to head to the statue. Do a nice, smooth, slow turn to left. Put your iPhone on video. Even with the clouds, get a nice panoramic shot of Midtown Manhattan, which is Superman's metropolis, how do I know? Well, not far from the Empire State Building, you would come to the offices of the New York Daily News, which when you appear in the films for the Magic of Hollywood, become the offices of the Daily Planet. Yes, of course, where you would find Clark Kent, America's most nearsighted woman, Lois Lane. Superman puts on a pair of glasses and she does it for recognizing. Well done. Lois had contact lenses, there wouldn't be any story. Our story is time for us to take a U-turn and head to the statue. Take a little break right now. Just then hit the restroom, snack bar, go find your kids. I'll see you back at the Brooklyn Bridge when we head to the statue.